Wright.
And I'm Deonta B.
And welcome to Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B.
So, Gwen, today we are talking to experts in the field. So, I mean, you're an expert, you're a mastermind. You actually have a business that we have called Expert Tax Service.
Correct. So, I thought today's show topic was really good because I think when you're in business, one thing that you should really do is make sure that you are very knowledgeable and consider yourself an expert at what you do. And even when I came up with Expert Tax Service, I thought when I decided I wanted to do taxes that I wanted to be the best in it. So I was like, okay, we're going to be called the experts. So today we have some great experts that's in their industry. And our first guest is going to be Mrs. Ebony Porter-Ike, CEO of EPI Media Group, and she's also the certified business closer. Deonta, who else we're talking to?
Well, we have Dr. Felecia Phillips, who is the master business strategist. So if you're just tuning in to Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B, today we are giving you the sauce with the experts, so you better not leave. We'll be right back.
What sets you apart from everyone else? How important is your individuality? Are you a trendsetter who sets the trend, or are you content with following the footsteps of others? When you look back, will you be able to say you made an impact on the culture, or will you just be another face in the crowd? Different is the new cool. The world is a backdrop. Visit us at modishdeals.com for more information.
We at Gwen's Business Corner would like to thank our proud sponsors, Expert Tax Service LLC and Pretty Boss Hair. And you can watch Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B every first and third Monday on Fox 54. I am Deonta B. This December, Reach for Your Dreams and 98.3 The B is celebrating their 10th annual toy giveaway and Christmas dinner, home of the 1,000 Toy Giveaway. Once again, they will be creating a winter wonderland with games, entertainment, music, food, giveaways, and so much more. Mark your calendar, you don't want to miss. It's free. For more information on how you can donate or perform, contact Gwen at 706-593-7338.
Welcome back. Today we're talking to the experts. We have our first guest, Mrs. Ebony Porter-Ike, the CEO of EPI Media Group. Hey, Ebony.
Hey,
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. We like to jump right into it.
Okay.
So you have EPI Media Group. You are a publicist, a business consultant. And so a lot of people really don't know what a PR, a publicist do. And the ones that do know what they do, they be like, I don't need no publicist. So tell the viewers, like, what are the benefits to having a publicist?
A publicist helps you expand on your visibility. It actually expedites the visibility that you would get for a new product or service much faster than you would normally have doing it on your own. A publicist also opens the door for opportunities for you that you may not have because of their overall relationships.
Okay. You know, I think you need one sometime. But yeah.
So you have an MBA in International Management.
I do.
So that area, that degree, what type of expertise does it allow you to tap into aside of being a publicist? What else can you do with that degree?
Well, in my previous life, when I was in corporate, I actually worked in mergers and acquisitions. Okay. So I actually traveled all over the world, closing some of the most influential deals with some of the largest firms in the world. So it allowed me to be able to structure deals because in different companies, in different cultures, in different countries, people respond differently to negotiations. Right. So you can't go into China with the same negotiation tactics that you would have in the U.S. because they may not be as received. So it allows you to be a little bit more well-versed with dealing with an international population.
That's very interesting. I guess that do make sense. So outside of you being a business consultant, and you consider the certified business deal closer because you like to negotiate those deals. You actually became an author last year, and your book was called Gwenology.
Yes.
Explain that to us. Tell us a little bit about your book, and then you actually have a program for it. So tell us a little bit about the program as well.
Yeah, Gwenology is a business enlightenment methodology. So you usually have methodologies that just focus on excelling in business, or then you have methodologies that focus on excelling in your personal life. But coinology is the marriage of the two, because typically what I find in negotiations, most people struggle not because they lack the knowledge. Is usually insecurities that they have that they built up over time. So usually it's things that could have happened or been told to them when they're 9, 10 years old that they're still dealing with at 30 years old, and it comes out at the negotiation tables. So we talk about pulling back the layers of insecurity and things that could potentially be bothering you and keeping you from living your best life.
That's really interesting.
It is. So they have entitled you Resuscitation for Businesses. So how do you bring businesses back that are failing?
So from the business strategy perspective, right, understanding, getting into the core, understanding what the real true issue is. Most times when business fail is not because the person, again, didn't know what they were doing. It's not necessarily because they didn't have a good product. It could be just a root cause, and many times they're focusing on all the noise. So usually when a business is doing poorly, the CEO is just trying to funnel money in any way possible, but not really looking at what is the root cause. So I've been trained to go in and look at a business and understand what is really the problem. How do we attack it and put together a plan to solve that problem? So, and so I've been known to come in, and I've done that for years with major corporations as well as with my own business.
Okay, you just sure little expert in your So, a lot of people get it confused. You know, we talk about publicists or PR rep, and then we have managers. And a lot of people think that publicist is their manager. So can you tell us the difference between having a publicist and having a manager?
A manager primarily helps you get gigs, right? They're responsible for helping you manage and negotiate the contracts for gigs that come in, etc. But they're not responsible for developing your brand and your image. They're, there to take whatever brand and image that is already developed and help you make money. A publicist, on the other hand, needs to create a brand or image that will attract the type of clients and or fans or audience that you're going after. Now, a good publicist, though, should work alongside your manager or be able to help you develop an image and brand that will increase your revenue. Some of the biggest problems that we find is that a lot of times clients come into the industry trying to replicate something else that they've already seen that's successful. Most new singers, they immediately want to come in and look just like Beyonce, right? But coming in looking just like Beyonce is not going to make you that next chart topper.
Right. First of all, you're not authentic.
Right.
So my question is the $1 million question that myself and Gwen are always trying to figure out. Tell people, how do they find out when I need a publicist?
Well, the first thing is, and be honest with you, do you have a budget for it? Okay, so, and can you afford to sustain that publicist at least 6 to 9 months? Some people, they come in and they want to get a publicist and they want to be on the cover of Vogue magazine in 30 days. It's, individuals who've been in the industry for over 30 years and have yet, snag that cover of Vogue magazine. So first of all, just making sure you have the budget. Secondly, do you have a product or service that has a demand, right? Or the concept and idea that would do that. So many times you have people who come and they just want to be successful or they just want to be famous, but they don't really have a product or service to make them famous. Like, what is it that you're going to be famous for? What are you going to do? So that's the key thing, is having a tangible product or service and making sure you have a budget.
So you are the CEO of EPI Media Group.
Yes.
And it is named after you, Ebony Porter-Ike. So tell us, how did you come up with the name?
Well, most people don't know that EPI stands for me. And that's one of the reasons why the EPI is lowercase, because we are a group. And so it's more about the media group, more so than the actual EPI piece. But again, it's my name. So we were trying to come up with creative names and concepts when rebranding. And EPI just kind of fell off. Actually, my project liaison, Quincy Griggs, was the one who said, what about EPI Media Group? And then myself and Tina, we both said, yeah, we like that. So we like the flow of it, but most people don't even know that it stands for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. They don't.
Wow. So the EPI conference, tell people how they can register for the EPI conference, what to expect, and I mean, what's going to happen at the EPI conference?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm so glad to have you guys involved in the conference as well, specifically because Gwen herself is a mogul. So for when she decided to be a part of the conference as a media personality, I was really excited about that. But the EPI conference is all about, first of all, it's an invite-only conference. So you have to visit our website, which is www.theepiconference.com, and you register there. And once you register, we'll take your registration form and we'll review it across the board, and then we'll contact you and invite you if we feel that it's a good fit. One of the main purposes of us doing that is because we want to make sure that the people that are in the room are supposed to be in the room. They're serious, they're business focused, and they're looking to win in business. This conference is not about celebrities, it's not about reality stars, it's not about Facebook Live, it's not about any of that. It's about really getting in deep with your business issues and problems. We're creating a different atmosphere because this conference is mainly turned inside out. Usually when you go to a conference, the experts are the ones talking to you about how they became who they are. Right. But in this conference, we want the attendees to tell us what their problems are, and the experts need to fix those problems depending on what masterclass they're in. Okay. So it's going to make the folks that are up there, the gurus, the experts, you really have to know your stuff, because you're going to have to fix real life issues and real life problems of the attendees at this conference.
That's different. So tell everybody how they can find Ebony Porter-Ike.
Yeah, you can find us at EPI Media Group on Instagram and on Facebook, and then you can also find out more about the conference at the EPI Conference on Instagram, and we are also www.theepiconference.com.
Well, Ebony, we appreciate you coming out and interviewing with us today, and we'll see you on October the 27th.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
Definitely. So, there you have it. We are talking to the expert entrepreneurs, and coming up next, we have Dr. Felecia Phillips, the mastermind in business. So, you better stay tuned and keep it locked. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta V. We'll be right back.
The world is a backdrop, and Modish Stills is one of its most up-and-coming photographers. He specializes in senior portraits, event photography, maternity and wedding shots, sports photography, and more. Modish Stills was voted 2017 Photographer of the Year. Whether you need a studio look or you prefer the outdoors, Modish Stills is your #1 source for image capturing in the Tri-City area. For more information, visit us at our website, modishstills.com, or call us at 706-536-6372.
This December, Reach for Your Dreams and 98.3 The Beat is celebrating their 10th annual toy giveaway and Christmas dinner, home of the 1,000 Toy Giveaway. Once again, they will be creating a winter wonderland with games, entertainment, music, food, giveaways, and so much more. Mark your calendar, you don't want to miss. It's free. For more information on how you can donate or perform, contact Gwen at 706-593-7338.
What sets you apart from everyone else? How important is your individuality? Are you a trendsetter who sets the trend, or are you content with following the footsteps of others? When you look back, will you be able to say you made an impact on the culture, or will you just be another face in the crowd? Different is the new cool. The world is a backdrop. Visit us at modishstills.com for more information.
Welcome back. So if you are just tuning in, we are talking to the expert entrepreneurs, and we have Dr. Felecia Phillips, who is the master business strategist. Hi, Felecia.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Yes. So we just like to get right into it. So you are known as the business expert for women.
Yes.
And you have the PINKpreneur
Network.
Network.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that and tell us how it defines you.
Okay. So the PINKpreneur Network, I founded in 2015. And I founded it because this is my 28th year in business, right?
Wow.
So I've been a member of numerous organizations, had a chance to really look and see how they were ran. I always ask myself, if I was doing this, what would I do differently? What I find with a lot of organizations is they tend to lean to people who are already successful. They're already at that 7-8 figure mark. And so organizations will tend to cater to them. But then a majority of the membership are businesses that are $1 million and below. And so they really need help with resources and relationships. And that is what the PINKpreneur Network was founded on. Okay? Now you said, how does that define me? Do those words define me? Do those names define me? Right. I don't think that names define me. I think that service defines me.
Yes.
When you serve with excellence,
Ooh, girl.
you will be known.
Yes.
Right? Because that will precede you. So the name is great. I chose the name PINKpreneur because people tend to think of girly things when it comes to pink. Yet pink can be powerful, it can be impactful, it can be quite noble and knowledgeable, right? Yeah. So it's not about the woman being so girly, but it's about her being strong.
Okay. So you are the master business strategist, and you say you like to work with the underdogs pretty much. So what advice would you give to someone who's just trying to get started in business, like they just get started, or they're looking inspired to be in business?
So what I would tell people who are starting out, one, you got to have a plan. Right. So what tends to happen and why I work with women is because we'll start out with a passion. I'm passionate about this, whether it's baking cookies, whether you have a product or a service. You think, I'm passionate, I want to do this, but you don't really have a plan. You're doing it because people say you're great at it or they call you. And passion does not pay the bills. Doesn't pay the bills. You have to have a strategy. And in your strategy, you need to have revenue streams, because we all know as entrepreneurs, we have peaks and valleys. And so once you've been in business a full year, you should be able to know when your peaks are and when your valleys are and be able to work accordingly.
That's some good advice.
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So 28 years in business, and you became an entrepreneur at the age of 19.
19, yes.
So what was some of the stereotype and backlash that you had to deal with being so young as an entrepreneur? Because most people would be like, she's too young. She's only 19.
Great question. So I will tell you, I come from a long line of entrepreneurs. So unlike most people who their parents went to a 9-to-5, I never saw my parents go to a 9-to-5. I actually never saw anyone go to one. My uncles, my father, and the woman in my life, my great-grandmother, were all entrepreneurs. And so I actually knew at the age of 8 that I was going to own my own business. Wow. Now, what that was going to be, I didn't know. But I knew whatever I did, it was going to be mine. And so when I decided to become an entrepreneur, I did not tell anyone. I was actually at Georgia State University. I was going to school full time. I was working 2 jobs, and I was tired of that. Both organizations I worked for, I was their #1 salesperson, and they were winning, and I wasn't, because they were paying me what they thought I was worth. And I came home one day because one of the businesses I worked for, they were being closed by the government. And that day, I remember everybody was full of chatter. And I said, you know what? This is the day that my life changes. And I took every book that man had on the shelf that owned the business. Now, you got to remember, this is during a time when there's no internet, there's no social media. So I had to actually read those books, right? And I did. And I started my business. It was a durable medical equipment business. And that changed the whole trajectory of my life.
So tell me about, the way of business, like 28 years ago, every year business is changing, especially because I started 12 years ago. So I know it's just so different now. So give some advice, or tell the viewers, what are some of the future skill sets that you see that it's a must-have for the new business leaders and innovators?
So I will tell you, it's changed in this. When I was coming up, people were very traditional in their thinking, meaning you graduate from high school, you go to college, you get a degree, you get a job. Well, where we are now, because we have exposure to innovation and technology, people don't necessarily have to do things in that order, right? So you have kids who are coming out and they're grouping together and they're coming up with these $1 million plus ideas, right? You see it happening every day, right, on social media. But the skill set that you're going to have is the ability to keep yourself relevant.
Yes.
Okay? You have to stay
Girl,
relevant.
I'm about to do a hallelujah dance.
You have to stay relevant. If you look at corporations, they are constantly doing campaigns. They're constantly putting out new content. Content is king and queen.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you can write, it's just like if you're an artist. If you can write your music, that is invaluable. Well, the same thing is in entrepreneurship. You need to be able to develop your own content, just like you all are doing right here. What that does is you dictate the way people think. You're able to give messaging. You're able to put your thoughts out as an expert. And so that way you stay relevant. You're relevant to media. You're relevant to print. You're relevant to online. People can find you. They know who you are, and they know what your message is. The key is not just being relevant, but having the same message across all platforms. So I don't want to meet you, and when I meet you, everything I read about you, you don't sound that way. You don't present yourself that way. So now I have to question, are you really an expert? So you have to continuously be in a state of learning. And if it's anything I see that people lack in, they want to get out here, they want that success overnight. Social media is great, but what I see is a lot of people, they'll make money really fast, and then a year or two from now, you can't find them. Yes. They're gone because they didn't have a plan. They didn't know how to stay relevant. They weren't real experts. But every day, I'm reading, I'm learning, I'm stretching myself. I don't ever put myself in a position that I know more than you, that I'm more educated than you. I'm always learning, and it's always something because I'm a perpetual student that I can learn from someone.
You all die.
And we can. Well, there you have the expert is teaching you how to be an expert, but you know we got to pay the bills, so we got to go to break. We don't want to go to break, but we have no choice because we got to pay the bills, but we're going to come right back. Dr. Felecia Phillips. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B, and we'll be right back.
What sets you apart from everyone else? How important is your individuality? Are you a trendsetter who sets the trend, or are you content with following the footsteps of others? When you look back, will you be able to say you made an impact on the culture, or will you just be another face in the crowd? Different is the new cool. The world is a backdrop. Visit us at modishstills.com for more information.
This December, Reach for Your Dreams and 98.3 The Beat is celebrating their 10th annual toy giveaway and Christmas dinner, home of the 1,000 Toy Giveaway. Once again, they will be creating a winter wonderland with games, entertainment, music, food, giveaways, and so much more. Mark your calendar, you don't want to miss. It's free. For more information on how you can donate or perform, contact Gwen at 706-593-7338. Hi, I'm Deonta B of Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B, and you can catch us every first and third Monday on Fox 54. If you would like to be a show guest, contact us on Facebook at Gwen's Business Corner, or you can email us at gwenbusinesscorner@gmail.com.
The world is a backdrop, and Modish Stills is one of its most up-and-coming photographers. He specializes in senior portraits, event photography, maternity and wedding shots, sports photography, and more. Modish Stills was voted 2017 Photographer of the Year. Whether you need a studio look or you prefer the outdoors, Modish Stills is your #1 source for image capturing in the Tri-City area. For more information, visit us at our website, modishstills.com, or call us at 706-536-6372.
So welcome back. Today we've been talking to the experts, and they've been giving us some real juice about how to run an effective business and be an expert yourself. So we're sitting here with Dr. Felecia Phillips, and you have a conference coming up that can actually teach them more about being an expert in their field. So tell the viewers a little bit about your conference.
So I'm excited to bring to you for the 3rd year in a row, MogulCon. MogulCon is the #1 conference for women in business. We bring in real business businesses that are successful. I vet each person that comes to the stage to make sure that what they're teaching they're actually applying in their business, because that's important. You go to a lot of conferences, people on the stage, and they're struggling in their own business. Well, you won't find that at MogulCon. We stick by the experts that we place in front of you, but here's the thing you're going to love. We don't group everybody together. We have a track for startups, and we have a track for seasoned entrepreneurs. We're also going to teach you the benefits of becoming a certified woman-owned business. That's right. And we're going to have the resources and relationships there on site that are really going to help you get a solid plan going into the first quarter of 2019. And you can register for MogulCon going to Mogul, M-O-G-U-L, con.com. You can register. Tickets for the whole 3 days, which includes an expo and a gala, and your lunch is only $197.
Oh, that's a good price.
Yeah.
It is. So real quick, tell the viewers how they can find you.
You can find me on all social media platforms. That's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at I am Dr. Phillips. So that's IAMDRPHILLIPS.
Well, you have it. We've been talking to the experts today, and you make sure that you register for both of our guest conferences. We have the EPI conference that's at the end of October, and then we have the MogulCon conference that's at the beginning of November. So definitely check those conferences out. And you come check out Gwennetta, the expert, at Gwennetta Wright on all social media platforms. And also check out me on my website at www.gwennetawright.com. And make sure you also check out Gwen Business Corner website as well. And check us out on all social media outlets.
And also, you can check me out at all social media outlets, The Real Deonta B, and on my website, www.therealdeontab.com. And I mean, we had the expert, I call them the expert moguls. They have so many names. So, I mean, as you can see, we just had a great show, Gwen.
Oh, yeah, they gave some real valuable knowledge. Not nuggets, knowledge.
So really good stuff. So we don't want to leave, but we got to go right now. So we'll see you next time, same place. Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B, and we out.
Bye-bye.
This December, Reach for Your Dreams and 98.3 The Beat is celebrating their 10th annual toy giveaway and Christmas dinner, home of the 1,000 Toy Giveaway. Once again, they will be creating a winter wonderland with games, entertainment, music, food, giveaways, and so much more. Mark your calendar, you don't want to miss. It's free. For more information on how you can donate or perform, contact Gwen at 706-593-7338.